Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to talk to you about something that can change your life forever. It's about becoming the person you've always dreamed of being. It's about taking control of your destiny and shaping your future. It's about being that guy, the one who makes things happen, who inspires others, who leaves a lasting impact on the world. Okay? Now you might be thinking, who? Me? That guy. And I'm here to tell you, yes, you. Each and every one of you has the potential to be extraordinary. You have greatness within you waiting to be unleashed. It's not going to happen by accident. You've got to make it happen. Have you ever looked at someone successful and thought, I wish I could be like that? Of course you have. We all have. Wishing doesn't make it so. Dreaming is important, but it's not enough. You've got to be willing to do what it takes to turn those dreams into reality. The difference between average and extraordinary is that little extra. It's the extra hour of work when everyone else has gone home. It's the extra mile you run when your body is screaming at you to stop. It's the extra book you read while others are watching TV. It's the extra kindness you show when it would be easier to walk away. Being that guy isn't about being perfect. It's about striving for excellence in everything you do. It's about setting high standards for yourself and refusing to settle for less. It's about pushing yourself beyond your comfort zone because that's where growth happens. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. You're thinking, but Jim, you don't understand. I'm not smart enough. I'm not talented enough. I don't have the right connections. Let me tell you something, that's just fear talking. And fear is the greatest enemy of success. Success isn't about being the smartest or the most talented. It's about being the most determined. It's about being willing to fail, to fall down and get back up again. It's about perseverance in the face of adversity. I've met countless successful people in my life, and do you know what they all have in common? They refused to give up, they faced challenges, they encountered setbacks, they experienced failure, but they kept going. They understood that failure is not the opposite of success. It's part of success. So, how do you become that guy? How do you transform yourself from where you are now to where you want to be? Well, it starts with a decision to take responsibility for your life, a decision to stop making excuses and start making progress. The moment you decide to be responsible for your life is the moment your life begins to change. No more blaming circumstances, no more pointing fingers at others. You take ownership of your actions, your decisions, your results. Okay? Now, I'm not saying it's going to be easy. Anything worth having in life rarely is. But I promise you it's going to be worth it. The journey of self-improvement, of becoming that guy, is the most rewarding journey you'll ever embark on. Goals are the fuel that drives us forward. Without goals, we're like a ship without a destination. We might be moving, but we're not really going anywhere. So, I want you to think about your goals. What do you want to achieve in the next year? In the next 5 years? In your lifetime? Write them down. Make them specific. Make them measurable. Make them challenging but achievable. Don't just write them down and forget about them. Review them regularly. Make plans to achieve them. Take action every single day that brings you closer to your goals. Success is not an event. It's not something that happens overnight. Success is a process. It's the result of small, consistent actions taken day after day, week after week, month after month. That guy you want to be. He's created through daily habits. The way you start your morning, the books you read, the people you associate with, the thoughts you entertain, all of these shape who you become. Your body is the vehicle that carries you through life. If you want to go far, you need to keep it in good condition. Exercise regularly. Eat nutritious food. Get enough sleep. Take time to relax and recharge. Read books that challenge your thinking and expand your knowledge. Attend seminars and workshops. Surround yourself with people who inspire you and push you to grow. Time is your most precious resource. Once it's gone, you can never get it back. So use it wisely. Prioritize your activities. Focus on what's important, not just what's urgent. The people you spend time with have a huge influence on your life. Surround yourself with positive, supportive people who believe in you and encourage you to reach for your dreams. Take time each day to appreciate what you have. Gratitude shifts your focus from what you lack to what you possess. It creates a positive mindset that attracts more good things into your life. The world is changing faster than ever before. To stay relevant, you need to keep learning and adapting. Be curious, ask questions, seek out new experiences. True fulfillment comes not from what you get, but from what you give. Look for ways to add value to others' lives. Use your talents and skills to make a positive difference in the world. Your mindset is the lens through which you view the world. It shapes your thoughts, your beliefs, your actions, and ultimately your results. There are two types of mindsets, a fixed mindset and a growth mindset. People with a fixed mindset believe their abilities are set in stone. They avoid challenges, give up easily, and see effort as fruitless. But people with a growth mindset, they believe their abilities can be developed through dedication and hard work. They embrace challenges, persist in the face of setbacks, and see effort as the path to mastery. That guy you want to be, he has a growth mindset. He understands that he's not limited by his current abilities. He knows that with effort and perseverance, he can learn, grow, and achieve things he once thought impossible. So how do you develop a growth mindset? It starts with awareness. Pay attention to your thoughts. When you face a challenge, do you think, I can't do this, or do you think, I can't do this yet, but I can learn? Challenge your limiting beliefs. When you catch yourself thinking you're not good enough or smart enough, ask yourself, is this really true? Or is it just a story I'm telling myself? Embrace challenges. Instead of avoiding difficult tasks, seek them out, see them as opportunities to grow and improve. Learn from criticism, don't take it personally. Instead, look for the kernel of truth in it. How can you use it to get better? Celebrate effort, not just results. Recognize that the process of learning and improving is just as important as the outcome. Fear is one of the biggest obstacles that prevents people from becoming that guy. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of the unknown. These can paralyze us and keep us stuck in our comfort zone. But here's the thing about fear. It's often more imaginary than real. Most of the things we fear never actually happen. And even when they do, we're usually able to handle them better than we thought we could. That guy you want to be, he feels fear just like everyone else, but he doesn't let fear stop him. He understands that courage isn't the absence of fear. It's action in the face of fear. So how do you overcome fear? First, acknowledge it. Don't try to push it away or pretend it doesn't exist. Recognize it for what it is, a natural human emotion. Then, reframe it. Instead of seeing fear as a sign to retreat, see it as a sign that you're about to grow. Fear often shows up when we're on the edge of our comfort zone, and that's exactly where growth happens. Take small steps. You don't have to conquer your biggest fear all at once. Start with something small. Each time you face a fear and survive, you build confidence for the next challenge. Visualize success. Instead of imagining all the things that could go wrong, picture yourself succeeding. See yourself overcoming the challenge, feeling confident and accomplished. And remember, action cures fear. The more you do the thing you're afraid of, the less power it has over you. We are greatly influenced by our surroundings, the places we spend our time, the people we interact with, the information we consume. All of these shape our thoughts, our habits, and ultimately our lives. That guy you want to be? He carefully curates his environment to support his goals and aspirations. He understands that if he wants to fly with the eagles, he can't continue to scratch with the turkeys. So take a look at your environment. Is it supporting your growth or hindering it? Are the people around you pushing you to be better, or are they pulling you down? Is your physical space organized and conducive to productivity, or is it chaotic and distracting? Remember, you have the power to change your environment. You can choose who you spend time with. You can decide what information you consume. You can create a space that inspires and motivates you. Right? Now, I want to talk about something that's often overlooked but is absolutely crucial to becoming that guy. Your self-talk. The conversations you have with yourself, the way you interpret events, the stories you tell yourself about who you are and what you're capable of, these have a profound impact on your life. That guy you want to be, he's mastered the art of positive self-talk. He doesn't beat himself up over mistakes. Instead, he sees them as learning opportunities. He doesn't dwell on his limitations. Instead, he focuses on his potential. So pay attention to your inner dialogue. Are you your own cheerleader or your own worst critic? Do you encourage yourself or do you put yourself down? Remember, you wouldn't let someone else talk to you the way you sometimes talk to yourself. So why do you allow it from yourself? Practice positive self-talk. Encourage yourself, believe in yourself, speak to yourself with kindness and respect, because the way you talk to yourself sets the tone for how you interact with the world. Knowledge is power, but only when it's applied. You can have all the information in the world, but if you don't act on it, it's useless. That guy you want to be, he's a man of action. He doesn't just talk about his dreams. He pursues them. He doesn't wait for the perfect moment. He makes the moment perfect by acting. So don't get caught in the trap of endless preparation. Yes, planning is important, but at some point you need to stop planning and start doing. Because here's the truth, you'll never feel 100% ready. There will always be more you could learn, more you could prepare. But if you wait until you feel completely ready, you'll be waiting forever. Take imperfect action. Start before you feel ready. Because action breeds clarity. It's only when you start moving that the path becomes clear. Remember, it's not about getting it perfect. It's about getting it going. You can always adjust and improve as you go along, but you can't steer a parked car. You've got to get moving first. Life isn't always going to be smooth sailing. You're going to face obstacles. You're going to encounter setbacks. You're going to experience failure. That guy you want to be. He's resilient. He understands that setbacks are not permanent. He knows that failure is not final. He sees challenges not as roadblocks, but as stepping stones to success. So how do you build resilience? First, change your perspective on failure. Instead of seeing it as the end, see it as feedback. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I use this to get better? Develop a growth mindset. Believe that your abilities can be developed through dedication and hard work. This belief alone can make you more resilient in the face of challenges. Practice self-care. Resilience isn't just about mental toughness. It's also about taking care of your physical and emotional well-being. Exercise, eat well, get enough sleep, and make time for activities that recharge you. Build a support network. Surround yourself with people who believe in you and support your goals. Having a strong support system can help you bounce back from setbacks more quickly. And remember, resilience is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. So don't shy away from challenges. Embrace them as opportunities to build your resilience. In our rush to achieve our goals, we often forget to celebrate our progress. We're so focused on the next target that we don't take time to appreciate how far we've come. That guy you want to be, he celebrates his wins, no matter how small. He understands that acknowledging progress is crucial for maintaining motivation and building momentum. So, take time to celebrate your achievements. Did you stick to your workout routine this week? Celebrate it. Did you make that difficult phone call you've been putting off? Celebrate it. Did you learn a new skill? Celebrate it. Celebration doesn't have to be grand. It can be as simple as taking a moment to acknowledge your progress, treating yourself to something you enjoy, or sharing your achievement with a friend. Remember, success is a journey, not a destination. If you wait to celebrate it until you've reached your ultimate goal, you're missing out on a lot of joy along the way. Integrity. Integrity is about being true to your values, keeping your word, and doing the right thing even when no one is watching. That guy you want to be? He has unwavering integrity. He understands that success without integrity is not success at all. He knows that true fulfillment comes not just from achieving his goals, but from achieving them in the right way. So, define your values. What do you stand for? What principles guide your actions? Once you're clear on your values, let them guide your decisions and action. Keep your promises, especially the ones you make to yourself. If you say you're going to do something, do it. This builds self-trust and self-respect, which are crucial for personal growth. Do the right thing, even when it's hard, even when no one knows if you didn't. Because integrity is not about looking good in the eyes of others. It's about being able to look at yourself in the mirror with respect and pride. Persistence. Most people give up just when they're about to achieve success. They quit on the 1-yard line. They give up at the last minute of the game. They give up at the last hurdle. That guy you want to be. He's persistent. He understands that success often comes just after the point where most people give up. He knows that the darkest hour is just before the dawn. So how do you develop persistence? First, remember your why. Connect with the deeper reason behind your goals. When things get tough, remind yourself why you started in the first place. Break big goals into smaller, manageable tasks. It's easier to stay persistent when you can see progress no matter how small. Develop a no matter what attitude. Decide in advance that you're going to keep going, regardless of the obstacles you face. Learn from your setbacks. Every failure, every setback contains a lesson. Extract that lesson and use it to fuel your next attempt. And remember, persistence doesn't mean doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. That's insanity. Persistence means staying committed to your goals while being flexible about your methods. Discipline. Many people see discipline as a form of restriction, but that's not what it is at all. Discipline is freedom. It's the bridge between goals and accomplishment. It's what turns dreams into reality. That guy you want to be, he's disciplined. He understands that discipline is choosing between what you want now and what you want most. He knows that temporary discomfort is a small price to pay for long-term success. So how do you develop discipline? Start small. Don't try to change everything at once. Pick one area of your life and focus on building discipline there. Create routines and stick to them. Routines eliminate decision fatigue and make it easier to do the right things consistently. Practice delayed gratification. Learn to say no to instant pleasures in favor of long-term rewards. Hold yourself accountable. Set clear expectations for yourself and follow through. If you slip up, don't beat yourself up. Just get back on track as quickly as possible. And remember, discipline is not about perfection. It's about consistency. It's about doing the right things most of the time, even when you don't feel like it. The world is changing at an unprecedented rate. What worked yesterday might not work tomorrow. That guy you want to be, he's always learning, always growing, always improving. He understands that if you're not growing, you're dying. He knows that the moment you stop improving is the moment you start falling behind. So how do you embrace continuous improvement? Start by adopting a beginner's mindset. No matter how much you know, there's always more to learn. Be curious. Ask questions. Be open to new ideas and perspectives. Set aside time each day for learning. It could be reading a book, listening to a podcast, or taking an online course. The key is consistency. A little bit every day adds up to a lot over time. Seek feedback. Ask for honest opinions about your performance. Listen without getting defensive. Use the feedback to identify areas for improvement. Experiment with new approaches. Don't be afraid to try new things. If they work, great. If they don't, you've learned something valuable. Reflect on your experiences. At the end of each day, week, or month, take some time to think about what you've learned. What went well? What could you have done better? How can you apply these lessons going forward? In today's world, your EQ is just as important as your IQ, if not more so. That guy you want to be? He's emotionally intelligent. He understands his own emotions and can manage them effectively. He's empathetic and can read and respond to the emotions of others. So how do you develop emotional intelligence? Start by practicing self-awareness. Pay attention to your emotions. What triggers them? How do they affect your thoughts and behaviors? Learn to manage your emotions. This doesn't mean suppressing them, but rather understanding them and choosing how to respond. Develop empathy. Try to see things from other people's perspectives. Listen not just to respond, but to understand. Work on your social skills. Learn how to communicate effectively, resolve conflicts, and build strong relationships. Remember, emotional intelligence isn't about being nice all the time. It's about being authentic and dealing with emotions, both your own and others', in a healthy, productive way. In today's world of constant distractions, the ability to focus is becoming increasingly rare and increasingly valuable. That guy you want to be? He's focused, he knows how to tune out the noise and concentrate on what's truly important. He understands that where focus goes, energy flows. So how do you improve your focus? Start by identifying your most important tasks. What activities will have the biggest impact on your goals? Focus on these first when your energy and willpower are at their highest. Eliminate distractions. Turn off notifications on your phone. Find a quiet place to work. Use tools like website blockers if necessary. Practice mindfulness. This can help you stay present and focused on the task at hand, rather than getting lost in thoughts about the past or future. Take regular breaks. Our brains aren't designed for nonstop focus. Short breaks can actually improve your overall focus and productivity. Remember, focus is like a muscle. The more you exercise it, the stronger it gets. Let's move on to something that's crucial for becoming that guy: networking. Now, when I say networking, I don't mean collecting business cards or making superficial connections. I'm talking about building genuine relationships with people who can support your growth and whom you can support in return. That guy you want to be? He's a master networker. He understands that your network is your net worth. He knows that success is a team sport, and he's constantly building and nurturing his team. So how do you become a better networker? Start by giving value first. Don't approach networking with a "what's in it for me" attitude. Instead, think about how you can help others. Be genuinely interested in people. Ask questions. Listen more than you talk. Remember details about people's lives and follow up on them. Attend events and join groups related to your field or interests. But don't just show up. Participate actively. Follow up consistently. A quick email or message to stay in touch can go a long way in building and maintaining relationships. Remember, networking isn't about quantity. It's about quality. It's better to have a small network of strong connections than a large network of weak ones. Financial intelligence. Money isn't everything, but it is an important tool for achieving your goals and living the life you want. That guy you want to be. He's financially savvy. He understands how money works. He knows how to earn it, how to save it, how to invest it, and how to use it wisely. So how do you improve your financial intelligence? Start by educating yourself. Read books on personal finance and investing, take courses, learn from experts, live below your means. This doesn't mean living a miserable life. It means being intentional about your spending and focusing on what truly brings you value. Save consistently. Pay yourself first. Set aside a portion of your income before you spend on anything else. Invest wisely. Learn about different investment options. Diversify your portfolio. Create multiple streams of income. Don't rely on just one source. Look for ways to monetize your skills and passions. Remember, financial freedom isn't about having a certain amount of money. It's about having options. It's about being able to make decisions based on what you want, not what you need. Let's move on to something that's crucial for becoming that guy. Time management. Time is our most precious resource. We all have the same 24 hours in a day, but some people seem to accomplish so much more than others. That guy you want to be. He's a master of his time. He understands that time is life. He knows that how he spends his time is how he spends his life. So how do you become better at managing your time? Start by tracking how you currently spend your time. You might be surprised at how much time you're wasting on unproductive activities. Prioritize your tasks. Use methods like the Eisenhower matrix to determine what's urgent and important. Learn to say no. Every time you say yes to something, you're saying no to something else. Make sure you're saying yes to the right things. Use time blocking. Schedule specific times for specific tasks. This can help you stay focused and avoid multitasking, which is often less efficient than we think. Take advantage of your peak hours. Figure out when you're most productive and schedule your most important tasks during those times. Remember, the goal isn't to fill every minute of your day with activity. It's to use your time in a way that aligns with your goals and values. Whether you're leading a company, a team, or just yourself, leadership skills are crucial for success. That guy you want to be, he's a leader. He understands that leadership isn't about having a title or being in charge. It's about influencing others and creating positive change. So how do you develop your leadership skills? Start by leading yourself, set a good example, be the kind of person others want to follow. Develop your vision. Where are you going? Why is it important? Communicate this vision clearly and passionately. Learn to motivate others. Understand what drives people. Help them connect their personal goals with the larger mission. Be a good listener. Leadership isn't about having all the answers. It's about asking the right questions and really listening to the answers. Empower others. Delegate responsibilities. Trust your team. Give them the freedom to make decisions and learn from their mistakes. Remember, leadership is not about being in control. It's about letting go of control and enabling others to succeed. In today's fast-paced world, change is the only constant. The ability to adapt quickly to new situations is more important than ever. That guy you want to be. He's adaptable. He understands that rigidity leads to breaking, while flexibility leads to growth. He knows that the most successful people are those who can adapt to change, not those who resist it. So how do you become more adaptable? Start by embracing change rather than fearing it. See change as an opportunity for growth and learning, not as a threat. Stay informed about trends in your industry and the world at large. The more you know, the better prepared you'll be to adapt when changes occur. Be willing to let go of old ways of thinking and doing things. Just because something worked in the past doesn't mean it's the best approach for the future. Develop a growth mindset. Believe in your ability to learn and grow. See challenges as opportunities to develop new skills. Practice flexibility in your daily life. Try new things. Change up your routine. Step out of your comfort zone regularly. Remember, adaptability isn't about changing who you are at your core. It's about being flexible in your approaches and methods while staying true to your values and goals. In a world where automation is taking over many routine tasks, Creativity is becoming increasingly valuable. That guy you want to be. He's creative. He understands that creativity isn't just for artists. It's a crucial skill in business, problem solving, and innovation. So how do you foster your creativity? Start by exposing yourself to new experiences and ideas. Read widely. Travel if you can. Engage with people from different backgrounds. Practice brainstorming. Don't judge your ideas initially. Let them flow freely. Learn to make connections between seemingly unrelated things. This is often where the most innovative ideas come from. Give yourself time and space to think. Creativity often flourishes in moments of relaxation and reflection. Don't be afraid to fail. Creativity requires experimentation, and not all experiments will succeed. That's okay. Learn from your failures and keep moving forward. You remember, creativity isn't about coming up with completely original ideas. It's about combining existing ideas in new and useful ways. Authenticity. In a world full of fakery and pretense, authenticity stands out. That guy you want to be. He's authentic. He understands that trying to be someone he's not is exhausting and ultimately unfulfilling. He knows that true success comes from being the best version of himself, not from imitating others. So how do you cultivate authenticity? Start by getting to know yourself. What are your values? What are your strengths? What makes you unique? Be honest with yourself and others. Don't pretend to be something you're not. It's okay to not know everything or to make mistakes. Live according to your values. Make decisions based on what's truly important to you, not on what others expect or what society dictates. Express yourself genuinely. Share your thoughts and feelings openly and respectfully. Don't be afraid to be vulnerable. Embrace your quirks and imperfections. They're part of what makes you unique. Remember, being authentic doesn't mean being rigid or never changing. It means growing and evolving in a way that's true to who you are at your core. Becoming that guy isn't about changing who you are at your core. It's about becoming the best version of yourself. It's about living up to your potential. It's about being true to your values and aspirations. You see that guy you admire? The one you wish you could be? He's already inside you. He's the voice that tells you to keep going when things get tough. He's the part of you that dreams big and believes in possibilities. He's the version of you that you see in your most inspired moments. Your job is to let him out, to nurture him, to give him room to grow and flourish. And you do that through the choices you make every day, the habits you cultivate, the thoughts you entertain, the actions you take. Remember, becoming that guy is a journey, not a destination. It's not about reaching some final perfect state. It's about continual growth and improvement. It's about waking up each day and committing to be a little bit better than you were yesterday. Make the decision to be that guy. Commit to your growth. Embrace challenges. Face your fears. Take action towards your goals. Treat yourself and others with respect and kindness. Live with integrity. The world needs that guy. The world needs you to step up and be the best version of yourself. Your family needs it. Your community needs it. And most importantly, you need it. You have greatness within you. You have the potential to make a real difference in this world. Don't let that potential go to waste. Don't settle for less than you're capable of. Be that guy who refuses to give up on his dreams. Be that guy who inspires others through his actions. Be that guy who leaves the world a little bit better than he found it. Remember, success is not about what you accomplish. It's about who you become in the process. So focus on becoming. Focus on growing. Focus on being that guy. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. It belongs to those who are willing to put in the work to make those dreams a reality. It belongs to those who refuse to let fear, doubt, or adversity stop them. In other words, the future belongs to those who choose to be that guy. And I believe with all my heart that you can be that guy. So go out there and make it happen.